little higher than what I normally have it. You know what? Did I see the teaser trailer for the next chapter? No, I didn't. So you know what we're gonna do? Let's watch it together. That sounds like a great idea. Hold on, let's mute that sound. Wait, I thought I told you to mute. That is a great idea, Ron Allen. Let's find it. We'll find it here on the YouTubes. It's Visions in the Dark. That much I know. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't autoplay. I told you to do none of those things. Oh, it looks like it's only like 20-some seconds. Hold on. So, what we're going to do is we are going to grab the screen like this. Now we make it much bigger for everyone to see. And we move like this. And we go like this. And hey, we've got the thing. Alright, I got a feeling I might have to turn it down. Alright, let's check this out.
You have forgotten what it means to face death alone. I will remind you. I have evolved beyond light and dark. So will you.
Okay. And I apparently picked the wrong one. That's not the English one. It's the same either way. This is the English one. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's mute it here for just a second. And we can actually do a little bit of analysis. So what we've got here is we've got Valkorion. Let me actually go back to full screen here for just a second. Alright, so we've got Valkorion messing with... Let me do this. We'll kind of do it frame by frame. So I'm assuming this is our character. This is the Outlander. Now, this has got to be some kind of a dream sequence, like in Chapter 2, right? You would think. Actually, I'll crank up the volume here just a little bit. But we've got, so Valkorion is actually beating on the Outlander, it appears, in his ghostly form. And we've got another one of these guys, nothing special here. Okay, so we've got Maul and Satele. Is he actually helping? And it'd be interesting to see exactly how different this is for the other classes. Again, this is the Jedi Knight. They've always shown the Jedi Knight in these little trailers. So they appear to be meditating. And are they helping him construct a new lightsaber? And if so, for what purposes? I mean, you wouldn't need a new lightsaber to take on Valen. Well, let's actually back up here for just a second. Where's that better shot? Okay, so it's got like the little spikes on it, and it's got this white pattern. So is that the same lightsaber then that's in this shot? No, that's not the same lightsaber that's in this shot. Interesting. So that's must be his normal lightsaber. And again, back on this, like I said, different for other classes. I mean, are you going to be crafting a new pistol and assault cannon for the other classes, I wonder? And again, for what purpose? For what purpose? So you're going to be fighting Valen this time instead of Arkin. And what's he say here? Let's listen to this again. Oh, we're probably going to back it up. Back it up. Back it up. A little bit more. He says what?
So will you.
Hold on. One more time.
So will you.
Huh. Okay. Well, there's not too much more I can say about that. It looks interesting. This one might be a little bit more story-driven than the last couple chapters. I mean, not to say that the other chapters didn't have any story. But yeah, like I said, this one just reminds me a lot more of what happened in Chapter 2 compared to some of the other ones. The other thing to look at here real quick is... Actually, let's just go back to the start. I'll mute it again here. Where are we here? Is this Odessin or where is this? Because it doesn't... It's not Zakul, because this is like not swampy land. This is more like forest land. So this is probably on Odessin. It's like lots of waterfalls and trees, and maybe there's some kind of a Jedi facility on Odessin that... And this appears to be inside of a cave. That's back outside. So does Valen and Arkin actually find them on Odessin then? Maybe. Yeah, you're right. It could be Tython. But yeah, decent little trailer. So April 7th, and I don't know, let's see, April 7th is what? That is a Thursday, so early access will actually be on the 5th. Whoa, and I just lost my screen there. That's right. So yeah, just sort of a little sneak peek at that trailer. That's sort of my official analysis. But yeah, there you go. Do you guys have any other thoughts or anything on that? What do you guys think? Pretty interesting. Let's re-enable the game sound here. Now we shall mosey on. Probably gonna get a conversation right here.
Captain Cormac, I really don't believe I can make myself much clearer than...
Lieutenant, welcome back, sir. How did your mission go? You know, destroying that giant missile battery that threatened our house, sir?
Thought I told you never to call me that.
The battery was destroyed successfully, Captain.
Well, congratulations. I'd say House Organa really owes you one for taking care of such a dangerous threat.
Yes. Allow me to extend the fondest gratitude of our noble House of Organa for your heroic assistance, Lieutenant. I am Palos Theseus Organa, first nephew to His Highness the Great Duke of Organa. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, the lightsaber building scene there, that's probably the most interesting part of that trailer. You know, why are you doing it? Why would you even need to build another lightsaber? I mean, the thing that's sort of coming to mind for me is... We know that you're probably going to be talking to Satele, and maybe even Mar. And so maybe you tell them about the Emperor being in your head or whatever, and it's one of those things where maybe you have to build some kind of a special lightsaber in order to kill Valkorion? And again, the other classes aren't going to use a lightsaber, or actually, you know what? Maybe they do. Maybe that's the big twist. I could see BioWare doing something like that. Everybody has to craft a special lightsaber, and you actually have to use it to strike down the ghost of Valkorion. Huh? What do you think about that? That's an idea. That could be a thing. Everybody gets the lightsaber. Smugglers, bounty hunters, troopers. Lightsaber.
It's good to meet you too, sir.
Yes. Well, indeed. I'm told that you have spent some time in the company of a prisoner detained herein, one Marcus Thule. This man is of no small consequence to our house, as you may well be aware. What is your interest in him?
Unfortunately, I can't discuss the details of my mission.
Surely you're joking. Lieutenant, I'm certain you would agree that my family has a right to know what transpires in our home. Marcus Thule is telling you secrets which I deeply suspect he would not do without promise of recompense.
I help him, he helps me. That's how these situations go.
I see. It is as I suspected, then. Well, I'm afraid that house business compels me elsewhere, so I must take my leave of you, Lieutenant. But let me make something clear. Marcus Thule attempted to murder the head of our house. He will not be pardoned for his crime.
Sorry about that. I tried to calm him down, but to Palos, you're just a stranger buddying up with the guy who tried to kill his family.
Palos has a right to seek justice for his family.
Yeah? I'd want to put Marcus down too if he came after my family like he did the old Duke. I've been watching Marcus since you left. I don't think he's made a sound or moved a centimeter. Still, I'm sure he's been looking forward to your next visit. I'll be out here if you need anything.
Okay, here's a question. Are there any Dragon Ball Z fans here in the house? Anybody a Dragon Ball Z fan? Something that comes to mind with this whole Valkorian thing would be Majin Buu. Okay? So, in Dragon Ball Z, there was a bad guy called Majin Buu who was basically the ultimate being in the universe, indestructible, so forth and so on. And after the first couple of fights with Majin Buu, I knew, okay, the only way that they're going to kill this guy is they're going to have to use a special weapon, a special attack, something along those lines, because the normal stuff isn't working. Then, at one point, I remember, I think it was Gohan, he got a sword, and I can't remember what that sword is called. And so, when he was doing all the training sequences with that sword, I'm like, okay, there we go. That's going to be the special weapon that kills Majin Buu. Turns out, he ends up, I think, breaking the sword, and some old guy comes out of it or something. In the end, Goku has to use a spirit bomb in order to kill Majin Buu. Again, special attack. So I think it's possible that something similar might have to be used for Valkorion. And maybe that's where this special lightsaber comes into the mix. That's just me. Crazy ideas. Because I'm just... If you think about the way that BioWare has been making these chapters, do you think it's possible that they're actually going to make up a different sequence for every class? You know, new, like I said before, a new gun, new pistol, new autocannon, new sniper rifle, so forth and so on. Do you really think they're going to do that? Or would they just stick with one thing for everyone? I think the one option is probably more likely. So, special lightsaber for some purpose.
You've returned. I trust everything was as I described.